Today we will discuss how to do Bitcoin trading. What are the common mistakes of 90% of Bitcoin traders do? How do I read all of these confusing price charts that I see online? It's how to trade Bitcoins. Let's get started. What is the Bitcoin trading and how is different from investing in Bitcoin? When people invest in Bitcoin, it usually means that they are buying Bitcoins for the long time. In other words, they believe that price will ultimately rise. Usually people invest in Bitcoin because they believe in technology. Regardless of the ups and downs that occur along the way. Usually people invest in Bitcoin because they believe in the technology, ideology, or team behind the currency. Bitcoin investors tends to HODL the currency long term. Hold is a popular term in the Bitcoin community that was actually born out of a typo of the word hold. In an old 2013 post in the Bitcoin Talk forum, Bitcoin investors buy the hold for the long term. Bitcoin traders buy and sell Bitcoin in the short term. Whenever they think a profit can be made, traders view Bitcoin as an instrument for making profit. But sometimes they do not really care about the technology or the ideology behind the product they are trading. Of course, people can still trade Bitcoins if they can care about it. And many people out there invest and trade at the same time. But why are so many people looking to trade cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, all of a sudden? Here are a few of the reasons. First, Bitcoin is very volatile. In other words, you can make a nice amount of profit if you manage to correctly anticipate the market. Second, unlike traditional markets, Bitcoin's trading in open 24/7. Most traditional markets such as stock and commodities have an opening and closing time. With Bitcoin you can buy and sell whenever you want, whenever you please. Finally, Bitcoin unregulated landscape makes it relatively easy to start trading without the need of long identity verification process. But all traders are not the same, and there are different types of trading methods. For example, day trading involves conducting multiple trades throughout the day and trying to profit from short-term price movements. Day traders spend a lot of time starting at computer screens and at the end of the day. They usually just close all of their trades. Scalping is a day trading strategy that a lot of people are talking about. Scalping attempts to make substantial profits on small price changes, and it's often referred to as picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. Scalping focuses on extremely short-term trading, and it's based on the idea that making small profit repeatedly, limits risks, and creates advantages for traders. Scalpers can make dozens or even hundreds of trades in one day. Meanwhile, swing trading tries to take advantages of the natural swimming of the price cycles. Swimming traders try to spot the beginning of a specific price movement and enter the trade. Then they hold on until the movement dies out and take the profit. They are to see the big picture without constantly monitoring their computer screen. Swimming traders can open a trading position and hold it open for weeks or months until they reach the desired result. So now that you know what trading is, how is it actually accomplished? How can someone predict what Bitcoin will do? The short answer is that no one can really predict what will happen to the price of Bitcoin. However, some traders have identified certain patterns, methods, and rules that allow them to make a profit in the long run. People follow two main methodologies when they trade bitcoins or anything else for their matter: fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis looks at the big picture. In Bitcoin's case, fundamental analysis evaluates Bitcoin's industry, news about the currency, technical development of Bitcoin, such as the Lightning Network regulations around the world, and any other news or issues that can affect the success of Bitcoin. This methodology looks at Bitcoin's value as a technology, regardless of the current price, and at outside forces in order to determine that what will happen to the price. For example, China suddenly decided to ban Bitcoin. This analysis will predict when the price will probably drop. Technical analysis tries to predict the price by studying market statistics such as past prices movement and trading volumes. It tries to identify patterns and trends in the price which may suggest what will happen to the price in the future. Technical analysis assumes the following: regardless of what's currently happening in the world, price movements speak for themselves and tell some sort of a story that helps you predict what will happen next. So, which methodology is better? However, a healthy mix of both methodologies will probably yield the best results.